According to the CDC, unplanned pregnancies represent 45% of all pregnancies in the US. Every year, there are around 3 million pregnancies that women did not plan or desire. The probabilities of having an unplanned pregnancy is 4 to 5 times higher among non-Hispanic Black women, women from low-income households, women without a completed high school education, and unmarried and cohabiting women. The effects of an unplanned pregnancy range from mental health issues for the mother and health challenges for the children throughout life to economic and health costs that are transferred to society in general. So what can be done to mitigate this problem? Some options are increasing the access to contraception. About 95% of unplanned pregnancies occur for not using contraception or using it inconsistently or incorrectly, according to the United Health Foundation. Federal and state governments would work closely with health care providers to assure broader access to contraception. Title X grants, Medicaid, and private funding should be used jointly for this purpose. The second option is improving their reproductive education. Society tends to make women responsible for unplanned pregnancies, ignoring the responsibility of male partners. A 2018 study from the Brookings Institute found that this strategy is especially important for young adolescents that are not aware of the negative impacts of an unplanned pregnancy. Social media platforms and mobile apps are crucial to reach a broader population. The third option is eliminating barriers to the most effective contraceptives. In the US, the pill and condoms are the most widely used forms of birth control. However, their effectiveness is far from perfect. By contrast, the effectiveness of the IUD or the implant is close to 100%. Despite that, only 7% of US women are using these methods. This strategy will center on women in more vulnerable situations. Health centers will be trained to appropriately insert the IUD and the implants, on how to offer same-day access to women so they don't have to go back for a second appointment, and how to navigate the billing and reimbursement processes so the cost will not be passed along to patients. The last option is doing nothing additional to current national and local efforts. To decide which is the best approach to go with, we must consider elements such as cost effectiveness, equality, equity, and ethics. Increasing the access to contraception by itself is not cost effective because the widely used methods are far from being effective in reducing unplanned pregnancies. But this option promotes equality and equity by making contraceptives affordable for every woman. Ethical issues might appear if women are not given full information about contraceptives. Improving reproductive education is cost effective because it does not require an inversion as significant as other solutions and has proven to work. Making it available for everyone appeals to equality. However, vulnerable populations might find it harder to access these tools at any given time, which makes it fail on equity. Finally, there are no ethics issues to this option either. The third option, eliminating barriers to the most effective contraceptives, have proven cost-effective in Delaware, where the program is largely funded by private money. Public resources destined annually for the program are about $1.8 million. And according to a Brookings Institute investigation from 2020, $6 are saved in Medicaid costs for each dollar invested. This solution aims to improve equality and equity among women. However, there might be ethical issues if women are not given full information about these methods. Finally, maintaining the status quo is not cost effective because the economic effects of unplanned pregnancies are huge and around 10.5 billion a year. This option is against equality, equity, and ethics too. After evaluating the trade-off of each alternative, the best way to approach this problem would be a program that combines access to all contraceptives with an emphasis on the most effective ones and reproductive education. This solution aims to mitigate unplanned pregnancies in the US in general, but also considers the situation of women in more vulnerable situations. These women face the biggest challenges and should be the center of this policy. Regular monitoring should be done through patient service and focus groups to mitigate ethical issues. In addition to that, the federal level should create incentives for states with the highest rates of unintended pregnancies, like Mississippi, for prioritizing the implementation of these strategies. Finally, although non-profit organizations can help fund these efforts, it does not eliminate the public sector responsibility in mitigating this issue.